Since the 5th century BC, we've all been searching for the fountain of youth. You know, we want to look as good as we can look, feel as good as we can feel, and not just live long, but live well. And you know, I remember when I turned 30, all of my friends said, things are gonna start to change. I didn't think they knew what they were talking about. Well, they actually did.
You know, Sally, the reason for that is when we're born, the largest organ in our chest is not our heart, it's actually the thymus gland. It's been called the seat of our immune system. That's what makes everything good while we're growing up and doing all of those things. Well, we peak at about 20, and from there, it's kind of straight downhill. You know, by the time you're 30, it's already shrunk over 50%. By the time we're 45, it's gone from the size of a navel orange to the size of a pea, and by 55, it's pretty much non-existent.
Wow.
You know, the New England Journal of Medicine said that the most effective anti-aging treatment in the world would be to simply restore your body's natural growth factors to their youthful levels. If you could do that, you could slow down, stop, or even reverse the aging process. Wouldn't that be incredible?
It absolutely would. You know, this past summer we met a doctor, Dr. Anthony Kleinsmith. He's one of the world's leading experts in anti-aging whole food nutrition. You know, and he shared with us 2 of the world's most perfect foods, one from the land and one from the sea. They promote a wellness in the entire body because they work synergistically together. You know, I was tired of doing all of this stuff, you know, this vitamin for this and this supplement for that and this mineral. I just needed something simple that worked.
You know, the World Health Organization said whether or not you and I contract any disease or illness has less to do with our exposure to that disease or illness and much more to do with how effectively our immune system is functioning when we're exposed. You know, we can't do anything about exposure. The air we breathe, the water we drink, even the food that we eat today, we don't know what we're getting and what we're exposed to, but we can absolutely do something about how effectively our immune system is functioning. And that was one of the major things for me. I wanted to make sure that not just me, but our entire family, our bodies were functioning at the most optimal level. And mental focus and clarity is something that I've had a challenge with the last couple of years, and in just a short period of time on the Anovite products, man, my focus and clarity were absolutely incredible.
You know, that's awesome. For me, I've always struggled with sleep, and since I started with Anovite, I'm sleeping through the night. You know, and one of the things as we get older is I gained a little weight. I was actually up over 30 pounds and I was not happy about it. But since I started with Anovite, I'm now down those 30 pounds, and more than that, I feel better today than I did back in high school.
You know, the future of wellness is simply in whole food nutrition. Instead of treating the body as it was different components, give the body what it needs, everything it needs, to synergistically work together and work at its most optimal level. And you know, with over 89 growth factors, 100 immune factors, and over 700 beneficial components for the body, we absolutely have it.
And that's why we love Anovite.
You know, Sally, we found if we keep God first, take care of our body second. You know, but Scripture says treat the body like a temple with good reason. As long as we're here, it's the only place we have to live, right?
Right.
And third, take care of our finances. Those 3 things in order, everything else kind of has a way of working out in life.
You know, it's funny that you say that, Shannon, because I remember a few short years ago, my finances were not in order. I was working all the hours I could work and over 15 grand in credit card debt, and I really didn't know what I was going to do. I was stressed out of my mind. I got introduced to this industry and, you know, I was a little skeptical, but when I really took a look at what this was, just sharing something that I could believe in, I thought, you know, I can do that. All I have to do is talk. I can do that, right? So I got started very part-time, and within a year, I'd paid off my credit card debt, and I realized I was making more money part-time than I was full-time. So I'm like, hey, I'm blonde, but I'm not stupid. So I fired my boss and I went full-time into this industry.
And you know, I have a little different perspective on that. You know, coming out of the traditional business world, the cattle and construction industry, I was raised to work hard. And you know, you work hard and you get paid for what you do. And I had a friend say, hey, you know, instead of getting just paid for what you do, I'm going to show you how to get paid for what you start. And there's a major difference between those 2 things. And you know, used to working hard and doing all the things that we were doing, I thought hard work was the answer to everything. I never realized how important leverage was until we got started. You can literally work yourself to death, and if you don't have the right vehicle to take you where you want to go, you might not ever get there.
You're exactly right. You know, I don't know what you've tried in this industry. I don't know what you've done, but I can tell you this. Anovite is different. This business is incredibly simple. Our products are simple and they work, and our business is simple and it works.
And you know, I've always believed if you have what the world wants before they know it exists, that's an incredible opportunity. And we know that number 1 is health, number 2 is finances, and folks, we bring those together in Anovite with an incredible group of people that truly are making a difference in their churches, their families, and their communities.
So get back with the person that shared this video with you, get your questions answered, and we would love for you to join the family.